Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed chairs the Sultan's delegation at the 36th Summit of Leaders of Gulf Cooperation Council countries in Riyadh. Riyadh Gulf Summit discusses enhancing economic cooperation, cases of Gulf security, and a number of regional files. The Sultan stresses preparing a national strategy to adopt and mitigate climate change's effects in a speech before the conference of the parties. And a view on the Strait of Hormuz, an Omani documentary wins the first place in competition of TV shows in the Arab world. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, arrived in Riyadh to chair the Sultan's delegation at the 36th Summit of the Leaders of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. Custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, led the welcoming well-wishers at King Khalid International Airport. His Highness was also received by His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Bandar bin Abdulaziz, Emir of Riyadh region, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Naif bin Abdulaziz, Crown Prince, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of the Interior, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz, heir to the Crown Prince, Second Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Az-Zayani, Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, His Excellency Dr. Isam bin Saad bin Said, Minister of the State and member of the Council of Ministers, who is accompanying the Minister, His Excellency Khalid bin Saleh Al-Abad, Head of the Royal Protocols, His Excellency Engineer Ibrahim bin Mohammed As-Sultan, Secretary of the Riyadh region, His Excellency Sayyid Dr. Ahmed bin Hilal Al-Busaidi, Sultan's Ambassador accredited to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and His Excellency Eid Al-Takhafi, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia accredited to the Sultanate. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed made a press statement on arrival saying that he's honored to participate on behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, leading the Sultan's delegation at the summit, and to convey greetings of His Majesty, the leaders and their representatives, coupled with best wishes for the conference of success to achieve the targeted goals. The current stage witnesses numerous developments which affected the regional and international arenas, but due to efforts exerted by all Council countries, the March of Cooperation Council witnessed numerous achievements which are sought by all to preserve, taking into consideration dealing with unfavorable changes and circumstances which are witnessed by the global economy and their direct effects on the region. Giving economic and social development tracks more of modernization to upgrade rates of growth will contribute greatly to achieve aspiration of the countries of the region and their peoples of development and stability. The Sultanate of Oman, under the leadership of His Majesty the Sultan, re-emphasizes its complete support for the blessed march of the Council and its continuous endeavor to coordinate with all brothers of the members countries for strengthening further cooperation and preserving high interests of the Council countries to achieve aspirations of the present and future generations. The Sultanate, as it expresses with full pride its utmost appreciation for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's leadership and people, pray to Almighty to endow brotherly Saudi citizens and all citizens of the Council with further welfare and progress. His Highness is being accompanied by an official delegation comprising His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masood As-Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed As-Saidi, Minister of Legal Affairs. The delegation also included a number of officials in the government. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said, His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, this morning left the Sultanate for Saudi Arabia. He was seen off on departure at the Royal Airport by His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah bin Ali Al Khalili, Minister of Justice, His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail Al Bulushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, His Excellency Sheikh Al Fadil bin Muhammad bin Ahmed Al Harthi, Secretary General of the Council of Ministers, His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar bin Saeed Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service, His Excellency Saeed Saud bin Hilal bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Muscat, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Saeed bin Saif Al Kalbani, Minister of Social Development, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Munim bin Mansour bin Saeed Lahsani, Minister of Information and the Acting Charge Affairs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the Sultanate. The works of the 36th Summit of the Supreme Council of Gulf Cooperation Council starts in the Saudi capital Riyadh this evening, at which on behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Said Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, is taking part. The summit discusses Gulf security and economic integrity, in addition to a number of issues, among them situation in Yemen, Palestinian question, Syrian crisis, situations in Lebanon, Libya and Iraq, as well as relations with Iran. In its speech at the Climate Change Conference in Paris, the Sultan presented a work paper which it illustrated its vision on controlling the rising gas emissions causing global warming and stressed on preparing a national strategy to adapt and reduce impact of climate change. Here's a report.
Discussions intensified among almost 100 ministers of environment, energy and foreign affairs, along with negotiators of 195 countries taking part in this international conference held since the 30th of last month. His Excellency Mohammed bin Salim At-Toubi, Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs, head of the Sultanate's delegation to the conference, delivered a speech during which he emphasized that the Sultanate has adopted policies and plans based on the principles of precaution and prevention of the negative effects of climate change. He said that the Sultanate is currently working on a national strategy to adapt to and mitigate effects of climate change, hoped to complete it in 2017. The Sultanate, based on the outputs of the strategy, would develop proactive plans to adapt to climate change, capable of preparing citizens, the government and private institutions to confront the fragility and exposure to the expected effect with as much as possible flexibility in several important sectors, such as water resources sector, agriculture, fisheries, housing, health and environment. In confirmation of the interest of the Sultanate to confront climate change and to contribute to international efforts to adapt to and mitigate the negative effects, though it's one of the least countries in total emissions affecting this phenomenon, the Sultanate has acceded to the relevant international conventions and contributed effectively and with full responsibility in the regional and international levels in all events and the preparatory meetings for the conference. The Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs explained that the Sultanate, as it appreciates and supports the efforts to come up of this conference with a new agreement aiming to promote the effective implementation of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, the achievement of key objectives in stabilizing and reducing greenhouse gas emissions, to mobilize the international efforts to counter the negative effects of climate change. It emphasizes that any new agreement to be reached should be based on the principles of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and is not a substitute for, and the necessity of taking into account the full, fair and transparent implementation to all the essential elements of the Convention.
His Excellency Said Khalid bin Hilal bin Saud Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan Royal Court, received His Excellency Mohammed bin Sultan Al Suwaidi, Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates, accredited to the Sultanate. The two sides had cordial talks and viewed bilateral relations between the two brotherly countries and means of enhancing them in various fields to achieve joint interests of the Sultanate and the United Arab Emirates. Still to come in our news bulletin, a health exhibition is organized by the Ministry of Health in the Governorate of Muscat. The Public Authority for Radio and Television achieved the first place in the competition of TV programs in Arab Nation 2015. The documentary titled A View on the Strait of Hormuz won the first place on the competition, which is organized annually by Arab States Broadcasting Union. The award was received by His Excellency Nasser bin Sulaiman Asibani, Deputy Chairman of the Public Authority for Radio and Television, while he chaired the Sultan delegation which participated in the 33rd regular round of the General Assembly for Arab States Broadcasting Union in Tunisia. The tender board awarded in its meeting today rendering dialysis services in the Governorate of Muscat and purchasing broadcast rights of Gulf Sports Championships to the Public Authority for Radio and TV. The board approved the projects of design, import and establishment of Dukhum plant pipes and providing hygiene services and pest control for Sultan Qaboos University. The board further approved development works at a number of projects in different governorates of the Sultanate, as the cost of tenders amounted to more than 10,922,000 Omani Riyals. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Rashid bin Al-Saf Al-Huraybi, head of the tender board. A number of Omani and Iranian businessmen met this morning to discuss various matters related to the commercial cooperation between Oman and Iran. More details in the following report by Sultan bin Saif Al-Sirai.
Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry organized meeting with the Islamic Republic of Iran trade delegation to the Sultanate. It presided over by His Excellency Saeed bin Salih Al-Kiyumi, Chairman of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
The importance of this relationship comes from translating what was accomplished from the political point of view, the political dimension. So today, when we are gathering here as an Omani and Iranian delegate, we are looking for how can we cooperate and facilitate for each other and translate our political accomplishment into economical. So the importance comes from how can we cooperate and how can we facilitate for each other in terms of partnership and cooperation and potential.
This gathering came to enhance the commercial relation between the two countries, and it was attended by a number of Omani and Iranian businessmen from various fields.
The importance of this meeting today here is in the time and the place that we are. Inshallah, over the next couple of months, some of the issues will be resolved, and therefore Iran and Oman, that have had a very long history and heritage of cooperation relationship, can really find their place and become really the hub for the region.
It is well known that the old Omani and Iranian trading and investment relations are in continuous improvement, and both sides are working keenly to strengthen these relations for mutual interest. Yes, it is a commercial gathering in order to tie the commercial relationship between the two countries, but on the other side it demonstrates the peaceful and friendly relationship that Oman has with others. Sultan bin Saif Sarai, Muscat.
Finding ways to harness natural potentials to produce alternative and sustainable energy was the center of discussions at Energy Challenges in the Sultanate's conference in the Governorate of Dhofar. The event was organized by Dhofar University and presided over by His Highness Sayyid Taimur bin Asad Al Said. The conference came as part of the university's contribution in supporting contact among researchers from various Omani bodies in the field of energy. It also aimed to raise awareness about energy challenges in the Sultanate. The Italian artist embedded a number of nature views such as sunset and sea in oil paints exhibition. It was inaugurated by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. More details in the following report by Sultan bin Saif Al-Sarai.
The Embassy of Italy in Muscat, in liaison with Beit al-Zubair and the association Promote Miose del Mir Onolos, organized Colors of My Liguria exhibition for Gian Marco Corvetto, one of the most awarded Italian artists.
I'm really delighted to be invited to open this beautiful art exhibition by one of the renowned Italian artists, and capturing really so many feelings and colors and beauty with which Italy obviously is quite famous. And so we are very pleased to host this exhibition here in Muscat.
This exhibition came to promote the maritime heritage of Galata Mioso del Mir of Geneva and to show the similarities between Oman and Italy in terms of maritime life.
The cooperation with Bait al-Zubair was outstanding, excellent, and actually we are willing to increase this cooperation, organizing more cultural events. We had a beautiful experience. I really hope that Omani public, Omani visitors will come and see this beautiful exhibition.
Colors of My Liguria exhibition reflects Liguria town nature in Italy, where it contains more than 20 portraits, and it will continue until the 4th of January 2016.
We're partnering with the Ministry of Education, and we will host over 35 Omani schools over the next month with about 700 kids ages between 7 and 11 years old who'll come and work with my team to explore the stories, the colors, the beauty, the feeling of the paintings that we see here this evening.
Most of the chosen portraits convey particular messages inside them. Therefore, the exhibition is targeting Omani students, artists, and young people. We can see in this exhibition how the beauty of Oman and Italy are mixed perfectly through these portraits. Sultan bin Saif al-Sarai, Muscat.
In continuation of the activities of the 6th Omani Theatre Festival, a number of theatrical groups performed their shows at Nizwa Cultural Center in the Governorate of Dakhiliya. The shows were performed by using several visual techniques that attracted Omani theatre fans in the Sultanate who attended these shows. The festival came to develop the theatrical skills of Omani talents and give them the chance to exchange expertise. And that's all we have for today, and we go now live to Riyadh to cover the 36th GCC Leaders Summit. This is the Sound of Oman Television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Said Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed chairs the Sultan's delegation at the 36th Summit of the Leaders of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries in Riyadh. Riyadh Gulf Summit discusses enhancing economic cooperation, cases of Gulf security, and a number of regional files. The Sultan stresses preparing a national strategy to adopt and mitigate climate change's effects in the speech before the conference of the parties. In a view on the Strait of Hormuz, an Omani documentary wins the first place in the competition of TV shows in the Arab world. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom in the studios, good night.